Love is a matter of conscience. 1 Timothy 1:5. But the sum of the commandment is love out of a pure heart, and out of a good conscience, and out of a sincere faith. If one were to summarize the victory Christianity has won over the world, a victory that did not topple governments, but changed everything from within, it is this: Christianity made every human relationship a relationship of conscience. Christianity does not fight for a place in the external world. It fights for a place in the heart. Just as blood pulses through the body, Christianity wants to permeate everything with the relationship of conscience. It turns a cleaning lady into a queen. From a Christian perspective, the humblest worker has the right to say, "I am doing this work for wages, but I do it carefully for the sake of conscience." In the worldly sense, only a king answers solely to his conscience. In the Christian sense, every human being is a king. The miracle of Christianity is that it quietly makes this infinite change without altering external appearances. It transforms the world by transforming the inner being. It turns every relationship between people into a relationship of conscience. And thus, it turns love into a matter of conscience. The individual in marriage. We see this clearly in marriage before a couple is joined. The minister asks each one individually, "Have you consulted with God and with your conscience?" The minister addresses them as individuals. This is Christianity's view of the human race. First and foremost, we are single individuals before God. This simple question creates an infinite change. It establishes true equality. The world has fought battles to establish women's rights, but Christianity achieves a deeper equality quietly. By asking the woman if she has consulted her conscience, she is placed in a relationship with God that makes her absolutely equal to the man in the realm of spirit. Christianity does not want to abolish marriage or natural drives. It simply wants to introduce the infinite change of the inner being. It does not select only romantic love to be a matter of conscience. It makes all love a matter of conscience. You cannot restrict conscience to one area. It is like God's omnipresence. If it is not everywhere, it is nowhere. God and neighbor as the foundation. Christianity does not begin with romantic love. It begins with the fundamental doctrine of the God relationship and love for the neighbor. Romantic love is based on drives and inclination. Christianity does not deny these, but it demands that the man belong first to God before he belongs to the woman. Furthermore, the man must see his wife first as his neighbor, and only then as his wife. This seems chilling to the romantic mind, but it is the foundation of true love. If a man loves his wife only as an exception, if she is the only person he respects, he does not really love her in the Christian sense, nor does he love the neighbor. The category of neighbor is fundamental, just like the category of human being. No person should be an exception to being a human being. The husband must love his wife conscientiously, but he cannot do this unless the love itself is a matter of conscience. And love is only a matter of conscience when God is the middle term, a matter of conscience. Worldly wisdom recognizes many kinds of love: romantic love, friendship, love of country. It distinguishes them by their objects. Christianity recognizes only one kind of love: the Spirit's love. It does not worry about the different forms, but insists that the Spirit's love must be present in all of them. Christianity does not demand that we leave the world or enter a monastery to prove our spiritual love. That is childishness, like hiding just so someone will come find you. The true Christian marries, has friends, and loves his country. But in all these relationships, there is a secret understanding between himself and God. God does not need visible evidence. The world always demands external signs, but God sees in secret. The fact that Christian love has no specific external sign, like a uniform or a specific lifestyle, is a test of faith. It requires us to believe in love, even when it is hidden. A pure heart. The text says love must come from a pure heart. We often think this means a free heart, a heart that gives itself away with wild abandon. But a pure heart is actually a bound heart. No ship at anchor, no king bound by a charter is as bound as the heart that is bound to God. To be pure, the heart must have an infinite obligation to God. In business, we speak of priority or a claim. Let us use this word. God is first priority. Everything a person owns is pledged as collateral to this claim. If you remember this, the temptation of wild, free romantic love loses its power. The free heart throws itself away heedlessly. The heart bound to God has one infinite consideration. It must take into account the welfare of the soul, both its own and the beloved's. You cannot separate from this consideration without sin. The heart bound to God connects love to the eternal history. Romantic love begins with falling in love and ends at the grave. But the heart bound to God knows that love began when God created you and continues after death. When you lie on your deathbed and the last person has said goodbye, one remains, the living God. Your heart is pure only if it has loved Him first. A sincere faith. Love must also come from a sincere faith. This means honesty before God. Can you promise love out of a sincere faith? If you do not know yourself, no, and you cannot know yourself without God. We speak of confidentiality and intimacy between lovers, but true confidentiality requires a redoubling. You can only truly confide in the one with whom you have the most intimate relationship. Who is that? It is God. All confidentiality between human beings is ultimately secondary to the confidentiality one has with God. Therefore, when two people pledge their troth to each other, they are only truly doing so if they have first individually pledged their troth to God. When they confide in each other, it is only valid if they have first confided in God. This sounds like a separation, as if God is placed between the lovers. It is indeed a separation. Eternity is placed between them. But this separation is the only way to true unity. No one has ever loved out of a sincere faith, except by passing through the separation of confidentiality with God. Only when God consents to the union does it become a matter of conscience. And only when love is a matter of conscience is it love out of a pure heart and a sincere faith.